Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world, y'all know Jerry Jones. Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching the blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the Freak. And number 50, the General Lee. Cowboys no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world, y'all know Jerry Jones.
Route, man. I want to know, man.
We the 5-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching a blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the Freak. And number 50, the General Lee. Cowboys no need to flex. Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world, y'all know Jerry Jones.
What the first INT to the house gonna look like? What?
We the 5-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go. Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching a blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the Freak. And number 50, the General Lee. Cowboys no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world, y'all know Jerry Jones.
I need to know, man, real quick, where did this come from? Scouting, man. How are you enjoying your rookie? Yo, first, How do you feel about changing that legacy of
we the 5-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching a blooper. Cowboys no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we are live in the building. Yo, man, if it starts acting weird, please let me know so I can adjust the bit rate and things like that. Trying to get this thing ready for tonight's show. So I thought I'd hop on here and do like a test show real quick just to see, make sure everything is going great. If it's acting funny, let me know, and I'll, try to make it, get it right, get it tight. You know what I'm talking about? But yo, man, let me shout out to the folks who came back. Edward, what up with you, man? What up with you, Buddha? What up with you, LaDennis Kelly? Jamels, how you doing? What up, West Coast? Much love from Tijuana, Mexico. What's up, man? Cowboys Nation, thank you for what you do. I appreciate you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for what you doing, being a Cowboy fan outside the United States. God dang, like, how do you watch games? I can only imagine, yo. I can only imagine your cable bill. I'm up here talking about my cable bill. I can only imagine what your cable bill is, though. So shout out for keep on paying it, man. And yo, I might be coming to Tijuana because you only a couple hours away from me, so we got to hook up. All right, no funny business stuff. Only cowboy business. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm ready to get this thing going. I can see my mouth moving faster, so it does look like it is going fast. Hey, y'all, remember, if you want to be in, I got you on the beat. That's what's up, man. I got an official beat man now. That's what's up. Dallas Cowboys Scouting got an official beat man named Jerm the Beat. That's what's up, man. He gonna drop us some beats and some good stuff. So, hey, make sure if you want to get entered to win, probably be giving away another Zeke shirt. My vendor sent me 1,000 of these Zeke shirts, so I'll probably be giving another away. So make sure, I'm not really big on selling stuff, so I'll probably be giving another one away. So all you got to do is, if you're on Facebook, all you got to do is go over to YouTube, and that is at Dallas Cowboys Scouting on YouTube, and then all you gotta do is leave a comment. As of right now, I got the 5 people from earlier, which were Hollywood, Jerm the Beat, Bishop, and there was 2 other people. So make sure you go over on YouTube. Remember, to be entered, all you gotta do. Damn, I was gonna show you how to shirt, but these are the shirts they sent me right here. It says Feed the Zeke. I got a gang of them. They come in small all the way to 2X. So if you wear a 3X, you want to make it work. But yeah, go over to YouTube. All you gotta do is go over to YouTube, and I'll be I'll do a enter to win tomorrow for the people who got on there. So as of right now, I got my boy Hollywood, Germ, and Bob Fish. What up? So I got those 3 people plus Bishop and the other people from earlier today. So yo, you said it says your audio is distorted a little. All right, let me turn it down a little bit. How is that? Is that better? Remember, to be entered, all you gotta do. Hey, LaGrange, you sound like you know what you talking about. So inbox me, because I need a digital man. What the heck you mean? I'm on here trying to figure out on YouTube, man. Everything that I know how to do on these, with all these computer screens and stuff, I learned on YouTube. And LaGrange, it sounds you using technical terms, so you might accidentally get you a job. So I need you to inbox me if you know about this OBS, man, because I need a producer, man, so I can just get on here and chop it up, and I'll give you all the credit, and I ain't tripping. Dwayne says, I subscribe but never seen no comment section for some reason. You should be able to see that comment section, because my boy 529 Charles just said, what up, West Coast? Bob Freedy said, my shirt I like. Dwayne says, Jackson is checking in from Jackson, Mississippi. What up, man? Or is that South Carolina? You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I got Relaxing Jackson out there, because that's where my sister did her military training at. I did mine in Lackland, but I know y'all got Relaxing Jackson out there. So what part of Jackson? What Jackson is that? My boy LaGrange Frazier said he do sound for a living. What? Inbox me immediately. You know what I'm saying? I need a producer. I need someone to help West Coast out. And we all Cowboy family, so that's what's up. You know what I'm talking about? Dwayne Wright says, all right, so you should be able to see. Hey, so let's get into some comments, man, because I got this thing going. Y'all know how I get. When it finally starts working, I get all nervous and I start talking fast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just get into it. All right, so my first subject I want to talk about was Gerald McCoy. What do you guys think? You guys want Gerald McCoy? Tell me. Let me know. Y'all want Gerald McCoy? Y'all down? Y'all down for it? What y'all thinking? He said bump it down a little bit more. I got you, G. It's going to come down a little bit more. All right, there we go. I brought it down a little bit more. My sound guy said bring it down a little bit more. I got to bring it down. My sound guy, bring it down. You know when you be in church and your pastor be like this? I mean, he's too loud or too loud. Take that thing down low. All right, there we go. All right, let me know, my sound guy, Manny. Let me know if it's working good. All right, so yo, let's jump right into this. So Gerald McCoy, right? So Gerald McCoy. These are my thoughts, man, on Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy is a free agent. Got released by Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Immediately after they released them, they signed Ndamukong Suh. Now, my thing is this. I think Gerald McCoy will be a he's a 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. So he definitely has the stats to get it. For someone to say that we should be interested. Should you be interested in a 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro? I think you should be interested at it doesn't matter what position he is. If you telling me there's a 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, unless he's probably a quarterback, because I don't want to start that this morning, but unless he's a quarterback, I'm pretty much interested. You know what I'm saying? It's just about how high or what is it going to take to pique my interest. Because my thing is this right now, right? And they released, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers released Gerald McCoy and then signed Sue for a 1-year deal worth $10 million. So that lets me know that they were not willing to pay Gerald McCoy over $10 million because the guy that they released, they only paid him $10 million. The guy that they brought in, they only gave him $10 million. So they was trying to save money. So my cap already with Gerald McCoy is this. I know your original team didn't want to give you $10 million. Why? Because they gave it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. If Gerald wants to be in that like 8 to 9, basically like Robert Quinn type price, I'm down for it. Because my thing is then, you didn't know what you was getting with Robert Quinn before he came to Dallas, and you traded for him. You know what I'm saying? And now he's making $8 million. You got a guy who wants to maybe possibly come to Dallas, And if you can get him around that same deal, I'm for it. I mean, think of this. Outside of Tristan Hill, I want you guys to name me one defensive tackle that is signed outside of this year. That's crazy, right? Did you know that Tristan Hill is the only defensive tackle that we have signed going into 2020? Like, we have, because who else? Because Collins is on a 1 year. He's finishing up. He's on the end of a 1 year. You have, that's Malik Collins. Because remember, he came in with Dak. Malik Collins is about to end his finish up his 4 year. Then you have Antoine Woods, who we only signed on a 2 year. That means this is his last year. Then you have Tyrone Crawford still has next year too. So he still has 1.5. But they don't really view him as a D tackle. They view him more of a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? So and then all the other guys, Hyder, Covington, all those guys are all on 1 year deals that expire next year. So my thing is this. If you were to get Gerald McCoy, the only way I would be okay with doing it is if it's on a multiple year deal. I know he's 31 years old, but defensive line are kind of like offensive line. You know, they take a lot of contact, but it's not like open field contact. It's more like compact contact. So as long as his upper body can stay strong, you don't really hear about no offensive line, defensive line tearing the ACL. You just don't hear that type of stuff because they're not really chasing. It's basically hut and contact. Their injuries and stuff is usually up here. So I don't have a problem with giving a 31-year-old, maybe a 2 year deal. But in my opinion, I'm not signing nobody else to a 1 year deal. Because, I'm going to have to redo the whole team next year. You know what I'm saying? So, if Gerald McCoy wants to come in, I'm thinking, my top is really, $16 million for 2 years. That's what I'm down for. Why? Because that gets me a guy that's going to be here this year and next year. And you got to think like this. If Big Daddy Fat Boy Woods, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all know I love me some Barbecue Woods, man. That's the big homie, man. He younger than me, but that's still the big homie because he outweighed me by 300 pounds. Every time I go to a Cowboy event, if he's there, he shows me love. Shout out to Law Nation. Law Nation was kicking it with him. Law Nation went to the Blockout Hunger for Travis Frederick, him with Cowboy experience. And when Woods saw him, he told Law Nation to tell West Coast, I said, what's up, man? And that's love, man. A player telling another blogger to tell you what's up. So I got mad love for Woods. And in that love, I'm going to tell y'all, I think if Antoine Woods plays the way he played last year, bro, he's going to get paid. And it's not even about is he going to be the highest paid, da-da-da-da-da. I think he's going to get paid in that type of money that's going to be a little bit outside of what Dallas wants to pay. Because I'm going to tell you guys something about when you find people, Marshall's picks, as Bob's Cowboys say, whenever you find these Marshall's picks, it's hard for the Cowboys to value them when it's time to re-sign them. Want to know why? Because you're thinking, well, why should I sign this Marshall's pick for an extended contract if I found him? In comes that pride. Why don't I just go back out there and find another Marshall's pick for cheap? So that's why a lot of these guys like Antoine Woods, a lot of these guys that come into our program, even Terrell McClain, guys that come into our program and do well, they end up leaving. Why? Because the Dallas Cowboys, if they got you on a Marshall's pick, basically meaning that you were someone who they didn't think was good and you ended up being good, they tend to let you walk. I'm just being real. If you're a draft pick, yes, they're going to sign you. Draft picks in Dallas, get re-signed. But free agent guys that we pick up on practice squads that make themselves wake their way through the reins, they typically don't get re-signed by the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So why? Because they go back into that mindset and say, hey, why am I paying Antoine Woods when I can just go find another Antoine Woods? That's what Dallas Cowboys does when it comes to free agents. So, and I am under the impression that my boy Barbecue gonna play, man. Like Big 99 gonna play this year, man. Like that boy gonna ball this year. He balled all the way up to that last game, the LA Rams game. I know everybody's saying, well, he didn't play good in that Rams game, but you also got to remember he tore his labrum also. And on another note, Antoine Woods and DeMarcus Lawrence have the exact same injury. They had the exact same surgery. So if you're trying to find out how long it's going to take for DeMarcus Lawrence to get back healthy, look at Antoine Woods. Because Antoine Woods and DeMarcus Lawrence had the exact same surgery. I can't remember if it was on the same arm. I don't want to say if it was on the same shoulder. But they had the exact same shoulder. So if you're trying to find out how long it should take for DeMarcus Lawrence to get back, and if he's going to be prepared for OTAs, look at Antoine Woods. Antoine Woods did it the right way. We lost on Saturday. West Coast cried on Sunday. Monday, I was still in my feelings. That very next Tuesday, Antoine Woods had his surgery. That's handling your business. You feel me? I was still in my feelings, crying about the last season, and Antoine Woods was already fixing himself, getting ready for next year. That's a guy you pay. You know what I'm saying? Makes me wonder why Byron Jones didn't do that. Why Taco didn't do that. Why DeMarcus Lawrence didn't do that. Why did those guys all wait 2 and 3, almost a month? Byron Jones waited a month and a half. He even played in a Pro Bowl game, a meaningless game. I don't know. Chaco, well, he just had his like 2 weeks ago. And DeMarcus Lawrence, we all know why he was waiting. He was waiting to get that money. But I'm just saying, there's some folks that handle their business, and then there's some folks that really handle their business. Woods handled his business. And encompassed with that, and if he play well, Woods going to get paid, man. And he should get paid. Underdog story. I love it. All right, let me give some shout-outs over to some YouTube, because I already know. Y'all remember, for all the people who are on Facebook, I appreciate you guys. Leah, what's up with you? Good morning. Remember, for everybody that wants to get entered to win the Zeke shirt, my sponsor sent me a couple more. When I say my sponsor on these, that just basically means my wife gave me more money to budget. That's all that means. The books are sponsored by Cowboys Experience. This is sponsored by West Coast. So that just means my wife let me spend some more money. Oh, got a little glitter on it. Sorry about that. But yeah. There you go. They come small all the way up to 2X. And let me see, I shout out all the people who are currently eligible right now. I got Gabriel. I got Dwayne. I got Revis King, Jerome the Beat, Joey Smith, Hollywood 2322, Keith, LaDennis Kelly, and Dwayne Dickerson. I got all you guys are entered to win. Remember, YouTube is not like Facebook, so I can't like go to your profile. So remember, I'll be doing the winner tomorrow on tomorrow's show. So all you got to do is be on here tomorrow's show. I'm gonna the name that gets picked, and I pick it out of this little bucket that I have somewhere around here. Well, I think my kids took it, but my little bucket, I'll put all the names in there. I'll pull a name out of there, and then the winner, I'll announce it at tomorrow's show. So you just got to be on the show tomorrow, and then if you're on the show tomorrow, then I'll ask you for your address. You can inbox it to me, and then I'll get it sent out there to you. All right. So shout out to everybody. So let's see. So Anthony Spicer says, not a fan of Gerald McCoy. We are a young team beside Witten and a few others. I'm all about being a young team and winning for years to come. I mean, I feel you on that. That's kind of the only reason why. That's kind of the only reason why I'm hesitant on him. But honestly, the only real reason why I'm not like big on getting Gerald McCoy is two things. One, he didn't play really good against the Dallas Cowboys, and I know Jerry Jones looks at that tape, but he played like pretty average against us 2016 and 2018. But that's probably that and the price. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, like I said, if Gerald comes here and he's like, yo, I want to come to Dallas, I'll play for like $7 million on a 2-year deal, for $14 million for 2 years, or 16 at the most, bro, I'm going to take him. Why? Because I need someone who can freaking coach Tristan Hill while he's out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? Why not? If you think Tristan Hill is going to be this guy that's going to be able to grow into something great, well, you need to do what they do in the NFL, and that is the mentor program. And that's when you get an older player to mentor a younger player to ensure his success. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota did it with Randy Moss. We did it with I know that was a Hall of Fame one, but that just came to my head first. A better example is Sean Lee and LVE. That's a better example. You know what I'm saying? That's the mentor program. And like, the reason why you do it is because you need LVE. You have to have LVE succeed. Why? Because where you draft him and knowing that Sean Lee is brittle. So you have to put him in somewhere so he can learn more, learn it faster, so he can be usable for you. And like I said, it guarantees your own success, by making sure that you have someone that can coach him on the field. Because there's a difference between a coach coaching you and then someone actually physically showing you how to do it on the field. Like, that's the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Leah says this just YouTube or not? No, it's on YouTube. But I said today because I was doing YouTube and I still had a lot of people on Facebook that were still hitting me up like, yo, where are you at? So I'm still doing a little bit on Facebook too. But what I'm telling you guys, if you want to get entered to win the shirt, you got to go over on YouTube and you got to leave a comment. As of right now, I got Hollywood up in here. I got Germ the Beat. Germ said he going to send me some beats to my inbox. So hit my inbox. Come on, I'm done trying to do a mixtape. I got something I'm working on right now. Gotta need some fire, Germ. Bob Frisbee says, what up? Bob Fizzy says, my shirt, I like one. 529 Charles says, what's good, West Coast? What up with you, Dwayne? What up with you, Joey? What up with you, Dwayne? What up with you, 59 Charles, Gabriel, Dwayne Wright. There's a couple of Dwaynes in here. We got Revis King in here. What's up with you? We got a lot of people from Alabama on here. What's up, man? Alabama. Hey, what y'all be putting in that water out there, man? Getting on them defensive line, offensive line, looking good. Adjourn the Beat says, I'll message you on Facebook. Something for the beats. I appreciate you, man. Joey said that makes sense. Hollywood says, you have to go up to the top of the video and make it to where you can see the chat. That's what I got to do? All right, bam. Is that? Hey, y'all know I'm new to YouTube. But I handle advice very well. So if I'm ever doing anything wrong, you say, West Coast, do it like this. I am definitely open to try it once. During the beat. So is that better? Can y'all see it better now? Hollywood, Keith, LaDennis, Kelly, how you doing? During the beat, Bob, how you doing? And Deshaun Gabe Taylor, how you doing? So I have the winner for yesterday's contest. Make sure you tune in today at 4:30. 4:30. Make sure you guys tune in today at 4:30. I'll be announcing the winner of that contest. But Richard, what's good with you? 704. Hey, when y'all put y'all name in the comment box, where y'all from? Instead of because I'm not as good on the area codes, so put like my boy said. He says 408 San Jose. Put that on there so I can give you guys some shout outs, so I can know where we at. San Jose, what's up with you, man? 704. That's North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Alan Abrams says, what is your YouTube? It's Dallas Cowboy Scouting. Leah says, I guess I gotta get a share of thousands. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'ma just don Leah as queen. I'm gonna call her king, queen of the Share Nation, because I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. I don't know what it is. She must got an app or something on her phone, but it be sometimes fair. It don't even be fair how many times she be sharing sometimes. I don't know what it is. I think she got burner accounts. I gotta watch her. I gotta watch you, Leah, because I think you gotta have burner accounts to share as much as you do. It's just not possible. All right, so let's move on to our next. Let's move on to our next kind of conversation. So let me end the Gerald McCoy. So this is my thing. If Gerald McCoy is okay with a 2-year deal worth $16 million, I'll do it, or less. Obviously, I'll do it. But this is the thing. I'm not bringing nobody else on my team for a 1-year deal. I'm not doing it. Why? Because all I'm doing is creating a problem that I got to fix next year. And I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Starboy, I know where 214 is. Knock it off. Salute. Hey, everybody shout out to my boy Starboy. That is the man right there that I have commissioned to make my song. He's going to be making me a dope intro for the show. So, and we're going to be shooting a video for it throughout this year. It's going to have the video is probably going to take of everything that I've been working on and stuff like that. So shout out to Starboy. He is that's my Dallas Cowboy music guy. He's gonna be dropping me a beat, so I'm gonna have to get with Germ to make sure Germ give me that lace beat. Hey, Starboy, my boy Starboy, go to YouTube right now, because my boy Germ the Beat, he's a Cowboy fan, and he does beats. Y'all need to meet. Y'all need to be best friends. All right, so go over to YouTube right now, Starboy, and say what's up to the big homie Germ. His name is Germ the Beat. He got them beats for us. We got 310 Maryland, 214 Starboy. And we got DJ Tay on here from 202. 202. I don't know what 202. I think it's New York, right? So, let's get on to this next subject. So, I think the next pressing need that's out there right now is people talking about basically Dak Prescott and his contract. And I'm hearing I feel like Eagles fans are using this subject of Dak Prescott's contract to kind of use that to kind of bring a wedge in between fans. Because I'm here to tell you guys, because I feel like people are they're making you feel as a fan that you need to choose. Like you have a choice. Like, do you feel Dak deserves the money? If you do, go in that side. If you believe Dak doesn't deserve the money, you go on that side. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. This feel like the goddamn Gang of Wars when the goddamn the Nightwalkers pulled up. Like you do not have to choose between life or death. This is what you guys need to understand. Dak Prescott is our quarterback. If you don't think or if you believe that he's not going to be our quarterback for the next 3 to 4 years, I'm going to be honest with you. 2 things you need to do. Get some gas X and get anger management. Why? Because you're going to have gas and you're going to be upset. Why? Because Dak Prescott is going to be our quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback. And this is my thing, right? If you go look at the quarterbacks, top 10 paid quarterbacks right now, you have Aaron Rodgers up there. You have Russell Wilson up there. And you have the boy, what's the kid from Atlanta? Matt Ryan up there. You got those 3 guys up there as your top 3 quarterbacks. Now, right below him, I'm going to tell you who it is. It's a bum named Kirk Cousins, who's making $28 million a year. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Would you take Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott? No, you would not. And if you say yes, you're a hater. I'm going to tell you why you're a hater. Because if you say you'll take Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott, that means all those games that Dak was beating Kirk, you wasn't watching. You weren't watching. Dak is 4-1 versus Kirk Cousins. Actually, he's 4-0 versus Kirk Cousins. Because when we lost to him last year, Kirk Cousins was not the starting quarterback. And he's 5-1 against the Washington Redskins. 4-0 against Kirk Cousins. And 5-1 against the Washington Redskins. So basically what I'm saying is, if you think that Kirk Cousins deserves $28 million and you don't think Dak deserves $29 million, you're just hating, man. Like, there ain't really much to even say. Like, you're just hating. Because when we look at that list, bro, you have, and I'm not talking about the elitists. You know what I'm saying? I'm not under the impression that Dak deserves over $30 million. I'm not. But I am under the impression that he deserves between $28 and $29 million. I do. Why? Because you have guys like Kirk Cousins making $30 million. On the left, he has Adam Thielen making $16 million at wide receiver. Then he has, on that side, Stephon Diggs making $15 million. He has a high second round pick, running back in Dalvin Cook behind him, making like $1.5 million. And then they just invested in their offensive line. And guess how many games they won? Not as many as the Dallas Cowboys. And did they make it to the playoffs last year? No, they did not. So, I ask you again. Do you believe that Dak Prescott deserves at least cut Kirk Cousins money? Let's not even talk about $30 million anymore. Let's put some real names on here. Do you at least believe that Dak deserves Kirk Cousins money? While I ask that, I'm gonna get some shout outs over here on the YouTube, man. Hey, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Richard, remember we're doing giveaways this morning. Make sure you go over to YouTube. YouTube is where it's at. So make sure you go over there to YouTube. Joe, Trina, go to YouTube. Make sure you put your name on, put a comment in there so I can get you entered to win. Jose says, does Cowboy have the room to pay for top players? Yes, we do. Okay. My boy Kerry says definitely. What y'all think, YouTube? What's your thoughts, YouTube? Hollywood, what you think? I got Revis says hell yes. Leah says, Dwayne Wright says yes. Okay. Starboy says we can name you the weekend. You're crazy. Dwayne says yes. Okay. Arnie Garcia, I'm going to put it in the comment box right now. It's DallasCowboysScouting.com. Dallas Cowboys Scouting. What do you guys think? So this is my thing, right? If you don't want to say Dak Prescott's elite, because my boy Benito says that I've heard some people say that the other day that Dak is a lot of things, but he's not elite quarterback. He's not a champion yet to be deserved to get paid. I believe he does to get paid. This is my thing, right? Say you don't. Okay, let's just say this, right? Dak is not elite. He's not elite. Okay, he's not an elite quarterback. Dak is not a good quarterback. Okay, he's not a good quarterback. Okay, okay. Dak is an average quarterback. Okay. Dak is an average quarterback. Okay. We said all those things. All right. Is Dak Prescott better than Kirk Cousins? Just answer that question. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? Is he currently better than Jimmy Garoppolo, who's only played 9 total games in the NFL? Slap yourself if you say yes. Is he better than Derek, I ran my car into the house? Is he better than Derek Carr? Is he? I think so. So then why don't we stop saying this? Because when you say that Dak Prescott isn't elite, he's not elite, you're saying as if elite comes with a certain price. You know what I'm saying? Like that, oh, he's elite, so he's elite. That means he has to get this amount of money. Like, let's just keep it real. Has Aaron Rodgers really been elite in the last 3 years with only going to the playoffs once? I'm just saying. Okay, dang, y'all all in your feelings. Is Matt Ryan is elite, he is. But he also has Julio Jones. And he also has Calvin Ridley. And he also has a tight end that caught 8 touchdowns last year. Oh, I'm just saying, okay, let's do a better one. Would you pay $25 million to Garoppolo and you got him hurt, and then the very next year you got him, he was hurt again? My problem is when guys like Garoppolo, Carson Wentz, they get a pass like, oh yeah, they hurt. It's all good. Like, how dare Philadelphia Eagles even talk about giving Carson Wentz an extension? Like, come on. Bro, do you know if Carson Wentz's last name was Romo, the hell he be getting? Carson Wentz ain't finished the season and they talking about giving him money. He ain't got no problem with it. I'm just asking. Back to my original question. Is Aaron Rodgers... I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers, like Aaron Rodgers is elite. That's Aaron Rodgers, man. That's Aaron Rodgers, bro. But I'm just saying, in the last 3 years, has Aaron Rodgers been elite? I'm just saying. Has he been elite in the last 3 years? Somebody in the comments is going to say, well, in all fairity, Aaron Rodgers has been hurt. So, boom, West Coast. Boom, 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 boom. That one's on you. Okay, so why are you giving $33 million to a hurt quarterback? That's even dumber. Like why would I buy a car that's going to require me having a rental car also? Like, could you imagine going to a car lot and they'd be like, yeah, you can buy this car. It's really good. It's really fast. It's really, really nice. Only problem is, on Wednesdays, the alternator kind of messes up. And you just but don't trip, because I got this great rental car program. And what you do is, when this car doesn't work, you just get in this one. And you go about your business, you'll be fine. That doesn't make any sense, right? Okay. My next. I mean, I don't understand, like, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, if there's anybody that has a legal right to not like Dak, it's me. I'm going to just put my hand up, right? Because, and I'm not trying to shade on nobody, right? But I know that I've watched at least 20 minutes more film than probably everybody on this that I'm watching right now. And I know there's some people that watch film, but I just think I've watched at least 20 minutes more than everybody that's watching me right now. So I've seen the ins and the outs. And this is what I know about Dak Prescott. when you give him weapons, when he is weaponized, and you have an offense that caters to him, bro, the dude's going to play. He's going to play. He going to play. You know what I'm saying? If you was talking about giving Dak $30 million last year when we didn't have it, I'd be like, hell no. No. But when I see that we got $27 million in our salary cap right now and we're not trying to use it on anything, why not pay him? Like, my thing is this. I could see if you didn't want to pay him because we did not have the money. That's a totally different conversation. But you're trying to say don't pay him and we have the money. So I'm thinking like, why not? That's what makes me say, why not? Like, you don't want him to have better expectation, a better season than Kirk Cousins? You don't want him to have better availability than Garoppolo? Like, for real. You want him to be in a situation like Cousins where he got $30 million receivers and they can't even get to the playoffs? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I know it gets weird when the money comes up. But, I mean, that's how it is unless your quarterback is Tom freaking Brady, bro. Every quarterback should be having this conversation. Why? Because if you're not Tom Brady, I think everybody can be looked at as, you're not elite. You was elite last year. It's like Pat Mahomes. We don't know what he's going to do. We would like to believe that he's going to go out there and throw 50 touchdowns 2 years in a row. Bruh, you think he's going to do that? You think Patrick Mahomes is going to throw 50 touchdowns 2 years in a row? You think he's going to do something that's never been done in the history of the NFL? Never? You think Patrick Mahomes is going to do that? I'm not saying he won't. I'm just saying I don't know. And if he does, give Pat Mahomes $40 million. Give it to him. But I'm just saying. Like, elite is something you get year from year. It's like the tags on your car. Just because you got tags from 2017, bro, you got to redo them tags. Elite is not something, oh, you're elite. I remember a time when Adrian Peterson was the most elite running back in the NFL, but is he that guy now? No, he's not. Elite is something you earn every single year. And elite is something they tell you are after you play. They don't tell you elite before you play. I need to go see you play. Then I'll be like, yeah, he was elite in 2018. But the only quarterback that I can be like that's going to be guaranteed elite is Tom freaking Brady. Because I can give a dang about Matt Ryan throwing for 5,000 yards every single year and barely making it in the playoffs. Then on top of that, you got Julio Jones getting 15,000 yards and only score 4 touchdowns. Hey, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. Like Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he is elite because of who we feel that he is. But I'm not asking, is he elite? I'm saying over the last 3 years, has Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson been the most elite quarterbacks in the NFL? No, they have not. No, they have not. And you can go look at their stats. They didn't get paid off of that. Aaron Rodgers got paid off the fact of this. If we don't pay you, Aaron Rodgers, who's our quarterback? Like, to be honest with you, Aaron Rodgers bent them over a barrel. 18% of your cap? Think about this. My offensive line is 30, and that's 5 people. You gave one person 18% of your cap. Aaron Rodgers has to play offense, defense, and I'm going to be honest with you, if he know how to kick, that'd be good. Because at that amount of money, somebody is not on this team because of you. And that's the exact same thing with Russell Wilson. Why do you think Russell Wilson 2 years in a row led the NFL's in getting sacked? Why? Because when you're paying a quarterback $35 million, 17, 18% of the cap, how can you afford to have this great offensive line? You can't. You cannot. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about if we feel they're elite. When I look over Aaron Rodgers' career, I'm going to say, yes, he was one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. But if I'm looking at his career right now, over the last 3 years, there's no way in hell I'm saying Aaron Rodgers has been elite these last 3 years. No, he hasn't. He's barely been on the field. Barely been on the field. So, I mean, and my thing with Russell Wilson is, you know, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, they're the same dude in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're a quarterback that is required every single year to put the entire team on their back. And guess what? How is that done for them? How's that been for them? I mean, if you look at the organizations over the last 3 years between Seattle, Cowboys, and Green Bay, you'll take Dallas any day. He'll take Dallas any day. Think about this. Just to let you know how much other teams view us, my boy that we just traded for, and Robert Quinn, was on an interview, and I love this interview because they asked him, Robert Quinn, why did you choose Dallas? And he said he had between Dallas and the New Orleans Saints. Most importantly, he wanted to play for a team that he had aspirations of going deep, go to the Super Bowl possibly. And he had to choose between Dallas and the New Orleans Saints. Think of that, and guess what team he picked? The Dallas Cowboys. Part of that reason was what? Rob Marinelli and what he's able to do, but also because of the team. There are players in this NFL that believe the Dallas Cowboys got something cooking in Dallas. And they are Randall Cobb. Went from Aaron Rodgers to Dak. Robert Quinn. He got to pick between, and obviously they don't play on offense, but you got to remember, the offense has the defense has a lot to do with that offense. But he got to choose between Drew Brees in that offense or in this defense, and he chose Dallas. You know what I'm saying? There are players and people inside this NFL that believe Dallas got something cooking. There's something cooking in Dallas, and they want to be a part of it. Hey, I know I said a lot this morning, man, and I know y'all gonna get mad at me. I know there's some undercover Aaron Rodgers fans that gonna get on my inbox, so y'all know where it is. It ain't moved. But I'm just saying, over the last 3 years, man, the only quarterback that I would say has been elite all 3 years over these 3 years, Tom freaking Brady, man. He's the only person I know that's gonna guarantee you elite play every single year. Like, Aaron Rodgers can't even guarantee me that he's going to be on the field. Carson Wentz can't even guarantee me that you're going to be on the field. Like, you got to start there first with me. Because what does Jerry Jones says? The best thing is what? Availability. Are you actually available to play in the game? Give a damn how good you are. If you can't play in the game, you benefit us nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, before I get out of here, man, I'm going to get some more shout-outs on here. But I just wanted to kind of have this because I feel like in every Facebook group, every Twitter post, everything is about making you choose between, do you feel Dak's worth it or do you feel he's not? It ain't about if you feel he's worth it or not. The real question is, do you want to start over? Do you want to go look for a quarterback right now? That's the question. That's the question. Because I have yet to hear anybody say they don't want to pay Dak, but then come up with a viable situation, a viable conversation or alternative that even makes sense, remote sense. I had a guy trying to tell me the other day, well, with Dak, I just want to wait another year. For what? He ain't under contract. He's not under contract. That doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate everybody for getting on here. We've been on here for about 45 minutes. Let me say what's up. Kerry says some people just think because a quarterback has one Super Bowl before it gives them a league pass no matter what they have done lately. You are absolutely right because, Kerry, I think the last time Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl was 2009. It's 2019. That's 10 years ago. So basically what you're saying is none of my kids was born. Like, none of my kids was born when he had a Super Bowl. When he won a Super Bowl. None of them. Like, come on. And that's the same thing with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson didn't get paid for his Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl 3 years ago. That last extension he got was for that Super Bowl. This extension is to make sure that stands come to the games. Kerry says, without Tyreek Hill, I doubt it. I know. Remember, their offense is going through some changes, too. Sammy says, A. Rodgers also proves he's an a-hole for helping his head coach get fired. Food for thought. I mean, he sure didn't have his back, but I mean, at the same time, our head coach may get fired, so I ain't going to touch on that one. Joe Schreiber says, I have no problem paying Dak $30 million just as long as the Super Bowl this year. I mean, you're not, but see the thing about it, even then, like, that's a good way to think, but it's technically not even a good way to think because you're not paying a player for his Super Bowl. If that's the case, then why doesn't Zeke have to win a Super Bowl to get his extension? That's all I'm saying. If it's going to be fair for Dak, it has to be fair for everybody. Why doesn't Cooper get his extension based on a Super Bowl win? Why is Dak the only person that has to win a Super Bowl to get an extension? That's not fair. Like, that's not even fair. That's not fair to the other 47 other people that's required to play. Why is he the only person that's required to have a Super Bowl to get paid? That's not fair. Like, if anything, I would think Zeke and Cooper would have to be in that same thing, right? Hollywood, but you know what I'm talking about, Joe. We just going in today. Hollywood says, I think some fans are saying don't pay Dak is because we've been here in Will McClay's and Stephen Jones preach not overspending and saving money. I think some fans are saying don't pay Dak. But, I mean, if you don't want to pay Dak, what is your alternative? I'll give you guys a couple minutes. For anybody that doesn't want to pay Dak, what's the alternative? What's your plan B? Because if your plan B is good, we can roll with it. But I don't want us to assume that our plan B is really, really good and we don't even have one. So what's your plan B? And I'm trying to win the Super Bowl in 2019, not 2020 or 21, 22, 23. I don't care about those years. Jesus might come back. I might not even make it. I want to know what's up with 2019. If you don't want to pay him, what's your plan? That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all would rather walk to work than just go get gas in your car. Like, if you got the money, spend it. And this is the thing. If you're paying somebody what they are worth, how is that overpaying for something? Like, Dak Prescott has achieved way more in this league than Carson Wentz is, and their organization said that they're okay with giving him $30 million. So wouldn't they be considered overpaying? And isn't Will McClay the one that found Dak? So since you found him, why would you want to then take a chance of trying to find another? Like, how many quarterbacks did we have in between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo? I think there was like 14 different quarterbacks we had. 14 between Troy Aikman and Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. We was on almost 13, 14 different quarterbacks we tried. Like, y'all trying to go back in that while paying a number one wide receiver and running back? No. Jamez says, well, it sucks to have Cowboys. It says sucks to have Cowboy fans that don't support their own players. Dak has shown. I mean, it's not necessarily just because I'm not all about like blind faith either. Like, you know, I'm all about people having to earn my trust too. So a lot of these people who do or say that they do have some legitimate reasoning. You know what I'm saying? We did go 3-8. Dak Prescott was ranked 27th in the NFL until week 9. So there is some, you know, those people do have some legitimate stakes. Give me a kiss, baby. Those people do have some legitimate stakes in how they feel. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm not gonna just automatically just brush that person off. But at the same time, you gotta tell yourself, if you're not gonna pay Dak, what is your plan B, man? What is your plan B? What's your plan C? What's your plan D? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have a plan first before I can just execute and just jump out there. You know what I'm saying? If your plan B is good, I'll listen. But your plan A just can't be Dak doesn't deserve it. Okay, so what, do we not play with a quarterback this year or what? It's not how it works, guys. All right. Jim S says Dak is and will be the Cowboys QB, like it or not. True fans say low. Stop with the true fan stuff, y'all, man. You know, we can't be judging someone's fandom off of how they support one player. Like, we're not gonna nod and void everything they've done for the Cowboys for the last 30 years they've been alive, and then they don't want to support one player and they're not a true fan. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I know a lot of y'all was calling me not a true fan doing movies 3 and 5, and that's just because what? I watch film, man. I watch film, but I'm also cognitive to the fact that, we're not about to even go find a quarterback that's even. Just think about this. Okay, we get rid of Dak. We don't pay him. He leaves. What are we doing? Because think about this. Even if you just say, okay, don't pay Dak this year. Let's just try to find a quarterback next year. Well, think about this. If Dak gets us back to where we were this year, second run of the playoffs, guess what that means? That means we're going to be probably pick 27, 28, 29. And if we go to the Super Bowl like we really want to, we'll be picking right behind New England. Why? Because they gonna lose and they'll be 31. We gonna win and we gonna be 32. What quarterback you getting at 32? I mean, just keep it real. What quarterback could you have got if we wouldn't have traded for Amari Cooper this year? Or say we still have our pick and we had pick 27. What quarterback you get at 27? Because that's what the Raiders got the safety. What quarterback would we have gotten at 27? You know what I'm saying? Like, the best plan for the Dallas Cowboys, if you were someone who don't like Dak, I'm going to tell you the best thing for your team is Dak to just play better in that area. Because the fix is not go just take it all. That's not going to happen. You know, have you ever been in those situations in life where you have a problem, but to fix it is going to cause a bigger problem than the actual initial problem? That's what I'm talking about. Get rid of Dak. Okay, now you got that minuscule problem away. Okay, boo. Now you have a bigger problem. Why? Because now because to even get someone to play as well as Dak, you're going to have to pay him Dak's worth $10, $15 million off of his play right now. $15, $20 million right now. Why? Because he outplayed about $20 million quarterbacks. So he's worth that right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to even think of that is not rational because you're not thinking of the consequences and you're not thinking of the end result. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of person, I thought about the result. Man, there's the best thing for the Dallas Cowboys at the quarterback position. If I have a problem with Dak, it's to just hope he plays better. Because financially, you're going to go pay somebody that you still got to hope he play. It's not worth it, man. That's not worth it to me. Hey, man, let me go through these comments one more time before we get up out of here. Joe Trentrino, I appreciate you, Kerry. He says, as you know, we have a legitimate backup plan. As you know, we have no legitimate backup plan. Dwayne Dickerson says there's a plan B. We don't even have a backup QB with any experience. There you go. Punch Drunk Savage says, once I found out Cowboys have 80 to 90 minute cap next year, I said pay the man. Thank you. Because it's basically like, what are you not paying him for? And then think about this. If we re-sign Jalen Smith this year, that means we'll have even more money next year. We'll have even more money this year. Because all your major players are signed. Tank is signed. Zeke will be signed by then. Cooper will be signed by then. Martin, Fredericks, Tyron Smith, all signed. DeMarcus Lawrence signed. Jalen Smith signed. The only big names that you even have to think about signing is LVE and Brigham Byron Jones. If you do it right, you can even re-sign Byron Jones. And you already know how I feel about him. But if you do it right, you can even re-sign him. You even have the money to sign him because you only have two players. Now, I ain't going to lie. Jalen Smith may try to rake us over the coals. Why? Because C.J. Mosley got $18 million. Jets, you dummy. You dummy. New York Jets, y'all some damn dummies. How the heck you gonna let a linebacker break the market, and there's not even another linebacker out there getting paid right now? Y'all dummies. You that dude $18 million, and there's not even another linebacker out there asking for that type of money right now. Y'all dumb, man. Y'all dumb for that. They say, yeah, but Wagner, bruh. They ain't not about to give the Earl Thomas. Let me know that the Seahawks. They more or less in save money mode. I think Wagner going to get paid, but I don't think he's going to get no 18, 19. You dumb for that, New York Jets. And that's the real reason why the Dallas Cowboys sped up that, because if you go look at C.J. Mosley's stats and you go look at Jalen Smith's stats, Jalen Smith has four more sacks than C.J. Mosley last year. He has 23 more tackles than C.J. Mosley did last year. Jalen Smith also has 6 more tackles for loss than C.J. Mosley had last year. And he's 2 years younger than him. So when you put that $18 million out there, Jalen Smith said, because I outplay him. And then guess who outplays Jalen Smith? LVE. I'm telling y'all right now, be prepared. The Dallas Cowboys are probably going to have a $16 million and a $17 million linebacker. They'll be the best in the NFL, but I'm just saying, they're going to have a $16 million and a $17 million linebacker. Mark my words. Watch. Hollywood said, Jesus, Mike. Hey, you know, that's right, man. That's why I'm trying to win it now, man. Talking about we trying to win a Super Bowl in 2020, man. Jesus Christ come back then, I'll be in heaven feeling gypped off. Like, I mean, I'm here. I mean, we got the gold on the ground. We got the gold in the sky. You got diamonds and rubies everywhere. Got angels walking around. Jesus Christ, what up? I ain't got no Super Bowl ring, though. Jesus, I would have really liked to get a Super Bowl ring. I'm just saying, I know heaven is fun. It's fun. Got all the homies up here. What's up, man? How you doing, Nips? What's up, man? How you doing, Pac? What's up, Biggie? What's up, man? You barely made it in. I see you, though. I see you. How you doing? I ain't got no Super Bowl ring, though, Jesus. I'm going to be in heaven feeling like I still got stuff to do downstairs. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Killer says that's why they fired the GM. Exactly. How in the hell, how in the HE double hockey sticks do you set the bar with a linebacker and there's not even other linebackers out there asking for that type of money? That's dumb. That is just bad business. That's bad business. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got Jalen Smith and LVE who outplayed him last year. Both of our linebackers outplayed CJ Mosley last year. And that's why I said, I know y'all got crazy when I said an $18 million linebacker, but I'm just saying, if Jalen Smith outplays CJ Mosley again, he's definitely getting $18 million next year. And then guess what? Who comes up right behind him a year later? Oh, the long neck one. The one that won, that was co-defensive rookie of the year. That one. The one that made a Pro Bowler in his rookie year. That one, LVE. He comes up. Now, I know he's a first-round draft pick, so we get 5 years on him, but that's still not going to avoid that Jalen Smith is going to be on a $16 million contract, 16-7. I honestly think Jalen's going to be like 16 and a half, and I think LV is going to be like $18 million. We need to win here soon because it's about to be very expensive to be a Dallas Cowboy. Because our offense is already expensive. And the best thing about our team is our defense was cheap. Well, guess what? Over the next 2 years, our defense is about to get very expensive. So we cannot afford to be that's why Stephen Jones is we have to go 11-5. Why? Because we about to have $20 million guys on both sides of the field. And we ain't really never did that. That really ain't the Cowboy way to have expensive on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Kerry said Jalen and his agent seen that CJ Mosley contract and said, cha-ching, you goddamn right. And I'm going to tell you, Jerry Jones saw it and he was like, what the? Has somebody ever farted and it just throw you all off? You be like, what the? You start smelling it like, God dang, is that me? That's you? You know what I'm saying? That's what they when Jalen Smith, 18 million, what the? Jalen Smith instantly went to YouTube wait, he only had 1 sack? I had 4. He had 103 tackles? I had 121. He had 3 sacks for the tackles for loss? I had 7. That's what Jalen Smith said. Jalen Smith said, I got to go back to Notre Dame. Why? I got to get my finance degree. I got to get my business degree. Why? Because I'm about to get paid. You ain't going to Tony Braxton me. All right. Let me read some more comments on here before we get up out of here. Hey, I remember everybody that checks in on these comment box. I'm going to be entering you guys into win. So make sure that if you're on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube. All you got to do is write a comment on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and write a comment on YouTube so I can see your name. Everybody who subscribed will be entered in to win. All right. All right, let's see. Deion says real talk. Deion said, we got Deion Sanders. He says, I hope Robert Quinn pays off. Kerry says that's why Stephen Jones jumped right into the contract talk about Jalen Smith. It'd be cheaper to get him signed now. And you absolutely right because the Jets messed it up for everybody. And if I'm Stephen Jones, as soon as I see the Jets owner in the owners meeting next year, I'm slapping him in and say, you ever walk with somebody did some? Why you do that for? Did I tell you last year we weren't going to be overpaying these dudes? You going to go give CJ Mosley $18 million? Why you do that? He messed it up for everybody because now look at Bobby Wagner everybody LVE probably even you know what I'm saying, bro? They about to get paid, and that's what CJ Mosley basically did the exact same thing Aaron Rodgers did. He basically did the exact same thing, inflated the market. You know what I'm saying? Tony says, what's up with y'all on that FB chat? What up with y'all? That's why Steve's jumped. Okay. So I appreciate everybody. Let me pull up the Facebook chat one more time before I get up out of here. Tony says, Jesus Christ, what up? Tony says, and we don't have to worry about LV for a bit. Well, not necessarily, because this was his rookie year last year. The Dallas Cowboys typically like to extend people in their third going into their fourth year. So theoretically, if you look at it, great players typically get extended in their third year. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you allow them to put stats on the table, the higher the price goes up. You know what I'm saying? So if you allow LVE to wait, so his fourth year going into his fifth year, bro, do you know the type of stats that young man's going to have? That's going to push him into that 21, damn near $22 million range, man. And think about this. LVE was technically damn near an all-pro, and he for sure was a Pro Bowler. And, bro, he did not even start a game until week 6. So that's what I'm saying. LVE is the one that scares me. Because, bro, he outplayed Jalen Smith, and Jalen Smith started 16 games. LVE only started he started 11 games last year. And then he barely played in the playoff game. So imagine LVE, what he's going to be able to do with better defensive line, because that means he's not going to be covering as much. He's not going to be taking on offensive guards like that as much. So imagine the season LVE is going to have, bro. Like, he didn't even start until week 6, and he still had like 127 tackles. That is ridiculous. So it's like Jalen Smith's contract we knew he was going to do that. But the LVE contract, that is the contract that's kind of like, God dang. Because he may be, like, real talk, LVE might get paid as much as Tank. He might be a $20 million linebacker. Easily. If CJ Mosley's getting 18 in 2019, imagine with LVE. And LVE has better stats than him right now. As a rookie, LVE had better stats than CJ Mosley. Now imagine LVE in 2 years. Like, bruh, he's going to be $20 million linebacker, bro. That's what they're getting ready for. Hey, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. Rita, go over to YouTube at Dallas Cowboy Scouting. Dallas Cowboy Scouting. Go over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and then leave a comment so we can get you guys up there. The reason why I'm doing this is because whenever I go to training camp, I'm gonna be recording for like a long period of time, and YouTube will allow me to record as long as I want. Facebook, after a while, the quality diminishes. So like that's why last year a lot of my film for the first hour it's in HD, and then after an hour it drops down to like 480 and you can barely see it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not going to do that to you guys this year. So this year, a lot of my stream, if not all of it, is going to be on YouTube where I can go HD all day. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, because you guys already know, there's some folks that talk good cowboy talk out there. There's a lot of good pages out there. But y'all know, don't nobody cover training camp better than West Coast. 45 minutes from it, I'm there every day. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This has been the lunch hour. Appreciate everybody for tuning in on YouTube. Let's get this thing popping. I will see you guys at 4:30. Hey, shout out to my boy YL, official MC of Dallas Cowboy Nation. Happy birthday, man. Y'all already know. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.